For 72 brutal hours in September 1944, a single battalion of the 506th Parachute Infantry Regiment stood as the thin line between Allied victory and catastrophic failure along the most vital artery of Operation Market Garden. This was the defense of Hell's Highway, where the Screaming Eagles faced overwhelming German forces determined to sever the Allied advance into Germany. On September 17, 1944, the 101st Airborne Division parachuted into the Netherlands as part of Operation Market Garden, the bold Allied plan to secure bridges across the Rhine and end the war by Christmas. The 506th PIR, under Colonel Robert Sink, landed near Son and immediately secured their initial objectives. But the true test would come days later, as the regiment was ordered to defend the crucial bridges at Veghel and the surrounding stretch of Highway 69, which British XXX Corps needed to reach Arnhem. The crisis began on September 22nd, when elements of the German 59th Infantry Division and 107th Panzer Brigade launched a coordinated assault against the 506th's positions. The 2nd Battalion, commanded by Major Robert Strayer, found themselves defending the vital Sun Bridge against repeated armored attacks. German Panther tanks, each weighing 45 tons and armed with 75mm KWK-42L70 guns, advanced along the narrow Dutch roads, supported by infantry and artillery. The paratroopers, armed with M1 Garands, Browning automatic rifles, and bazookas, had to hold positions against superior firepower. At 14:30 hours on September 23rd, the situation reached its critical point. German forces managed to cut Hell's Highway between Veghel and Uden, isolating the 506th's forward elements. The paratroopers responded with coordinated counterattacks, using their 60mm mortars to lay down suppressing fire, while rifle squads maneuvered against German flanking positions. Each bazooka team, firing 2.36-inch rockets weighing 3.4 pounds, had to get within 100 yards of German armor to have any chance of penetration. The fighting became house to house, with paratroopers clearing buildings room by room using Thompson submachine guns and fragmentation grenades. By September 24th, after 72 continuous hours of combat, the 506th had repelled every German attempt to permanently cut the highway. Their defense allowed XXX Corps to continue its advance, though ultimately too late to relieve the British at Arnhem. The battalion suffered significant casualties, but maintained their positions through sheer determination and tactical flexibility. They demonstrated that airborne troops, though lightly equipped, could hold critical terrain against armored forces when properly deployed and led. The legacy of the 506th's defense along Hell's Highway became a textbook example of airborne tenacity. While Market Garden ultimately failed to achieve its strategic objective, the actions of the Screaming Eagles during those 3 days proved that determined infantry could hold vital ground against superior forces. The lessons learned about rapid deployment, defensive positioning, and counterattack coordination would influence airborne doctrine for decades to come. The 506th PIR had once again proven why they were among America's elite fighting units, standing alone when it mattered most.